Chairperson, as a matter of as chair of the commission, I never attended any departmental meetings, whether defense or trade industry or whatever. So in case this matter arises again, it will be the same answer. Thanks.
Well, fortunately, the next question is one where my instructions are that you were present, and that is on the 31st of August, there was a cabinet meeting, this is still 1998, where you were briefed on the arms deal. You were there, so was Ronnie Kau, Pierre Steyn, and Chippy Shake. And Chippy Shake presented two options for the purchase of LIFT. That's the costed and the non-costed options. Now, the way that Pierre Steyn approaches this, no decision was made at the meeting, and then there was an argument afterwards about the minute that Chippy prepared and the minute that Steyn wanted prepared. Do you have any recollection of this at all, Mr. Mbeki?
You said there was a cabinet meeting.
A cabinet briefing on the 31st of August, 1998.
What I've been told about that, not a cabinet briefing.
Just hold on, maybe let me help Mr. Hoffman. It was not a cabinet meeting.
It was a cabinet briefing. Yeah.
It was not a cabinet briefing. It was interministerial briefing, as I recall it. And that is why there were only 4 or 5 ministers at that meeting. It was not a full cabinet.
No, this is what I was asking. I was saying there was no cabinet meeting.
There was a briefing.
There was no briefing of cabinet because there was no cabinet meeting. There was a briefing of the ministerial committee, not cabinet. Unless you got, it seems that you have got different information that there was a cabinet meeting, which was briefed.
The information is that there was a briefing at which the ministers and Pierre Steyn were present, and then there was a fight afterwards about the meeting, what the minute of the meeting should be saying. Do you have any recollection of that particular dispute in August 31st and days after that?
I don't know of any dispute about anything that would have related to, as discussed among themselves, hearing of the ministerial committee. I really don't know.
That's a fair answer, and let's move on to November, because on the 18th of November,
Chair, with regard to that meeting of the 31st of August 1998, there's been comprehensive rules.
I agree with you, Mr. Castros. In fact, because Mr. Steyn was saying one thing about those ministers. Steyn was saying the ministers, probably they signed those minutes without reading them, and Mr. Castros came and explained to us that those are the minutes, and they signed those minutes. Mr. Hoffman is at a disadvantage. I'm sure he's not aware of that evidence.
I'm not aware of that evidence.